Smacking, cracking, and watching. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe. The Deuce, HBO, Season 1, Episode 3. This episode is called The Principal is All. Let's get into it. Oh boy. So this is definitely the transition from prostitution to pornography. Eesh. It's all a hustle. I mean, who's the grimy person? I mean, the spectators paying $40 to watch. The person filming it, somebody's holding a boom mic. The people involved with the physical folks involved with the presentation. The director who's saying, hey, do this, do that, don't do that. Huh? Let me hear this. A whole lot of stuff going on, right? The extras that's helping everything fluff along. We saw a mystery lady last episode, and we were trying to figure out, okay, why is she coming up on Darlene? Is she pushing up on Darlene because she wants her, or is she pushing up on Darlene because she wants some information about the game? And it comes out she wants information regarding the game for a story. She's a reporter. Her thing is, mystery lady is following the working girls to get a story on who, what, where, when, and why is the game like it is. Mr. Pipolo. We meet Mr. Pipolo. He's the money man, he's connected, and he can make it happen. He can arrange anything. The twins, this episode. Episode number 3, the twins were tripping. They're opposites. Vinny does stuff one way, Frankie does things another. Now we have this beef with this vendor who's saying, hey, yo, I'm your partner. Calm down. Frankie goes crazy, starts marking his territory, and kind of caused a rift. Candy's son. I don't know how I feel about this little boy because he seems to always just be into some stuff, and instead of just dealing with things, she doesn't. She kind of lets him just be wild, like she's scared to discipline the kid almost, you know? I mean, he's got a pizza parmesan G.I. Joe plate and she's not saying nothing. I mean, come on. It's crazy for her to throw that on her mom. Her mom has no idea what's really going on. I'm going to be making some movies, some commercials. You know, whatever they teach, I'm just going to go with it. Bobby Dwyer. Bobby, the brother-in-law of the twins, I do believe. He is off the chain. He is off the chain because first of all, raise your hand if you saw this heart attack situation coming. I mean, we all did. He's stressing the heck out. First of all, we love him. You guys watch The Wire. I hope you guys watch Survivor Remorse right now. He's the team owner on that show. He's good at what he does. Great actor. And he's playing the heck out of this hard-working foreman, ticked off at everything happening around him. Cool. His scenes, dope. His scenes are really good. The cigarette machine. Whole lot of smoking in this episode. Smoking during that girl's interview. And she goes outside and pops a square. Didn't she say she had asthma? Come on, girl. Candy at the restaurants. People are smoking inside the restaurant. You can't even do that anymore. Like, even banned for there to be a commercial regarding like Marlboros or cigarettes or anything like that. But here it is at this particular time in the US, there's vending machines. Now you can go get some Cheetos, some crackers, a nice cold beverage. But back then it was like, hey, let me go get some squares. Crackhead on the street selling that stuff. What did he say, y'all? He said, hey man, he said, what you want? You want some coke? You want some weed? And as soon as he said that, I said, dang, that sounds just like Kurt. I'm your mama, I'm your daddy, I'm that in the alley. Have some coke, have some weed. I'm the doctor that you need. I'm your pusher, man. You know what I'm talking about, that song? Yes. Just saying, that's where my mind. Putting it out there how they're throwing out there how these Johns are. You have the sympathetic John that just wants to pre-Netflix and chill. And then you have the guy who's like, hey, we did what we did, but dang, girl, you gonna charge me that? You know, the discount John. Have Candy on the street arguing with this guy, which was crazy because that's the ice cold part of the game. She's arguing with this guy and everyone's fine. The argument was happening. No one thought anything different of it. They were still going on with their business. People walking up and down the street, people chilling still on the stroll. No issue. No, the stabbing went down. They scattered. It has a heart, but when she looked at it, she had to keep on trucking. You know, she had to pound the pavement. Dang. It's cold out there on the Deuce. The beef with the twins. I feel like one of them isn't going to make it to season 2. I'm just throwing that out there because one of them is just a bad influence on the other. He's fighting. He's, you know, doing a little bit of that thing. You know, he's sniffing and he's, hey, man, hey, bro, try this. And he's doing it just because of him. And you know he's going to end up hurting someone to protect best friend, his twin, his brother, his blood. You know, another part that I liked this episode was this radio, to see the different, like CC on the street listening to the song, and then you got somebody getting it in a room to the same song. I thought that was cool because now, you know, everybody's playing their own thing on their phones. They got MP3 players, iTunes having, you know, they're playing their own thing. It's not necessarily everyone is listening to this song at this moment. This is when this song dropped and we all heard it for the first time. Since we're talking about the soundtrack that is banging, they also were playing A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with the song Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Yes, it's been redone by H-Town. The lyrics basically say, the sweetest woman in the world could be the meanest woman in the world if you make her that way. And CC is talking to his new trick, to his new girl, and that, my friends, I think is a crystal ball to say, watch out for this girl because something's going to happen. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. Another song that was perfect, Mr. Big Stuff. Perfect for the twins at the bar. Perfect song. Because who does he think he is? Who do you think you are, Mr. Big Stuff? Come on now, right? Best, very good. This is an A1 soundtrack. Very good. To the good scene at the bar. Okay, how did you guys feel when we first met? I'm going to call him Muscle Mike. We see this disturbed man in the street wanting some drugs, right? He's been out all day, all night. He's a little sloppy at night. The next time we see him, he's in the bar. At that point, everybody is at the spot. You got CC, Method Man with the perm, Cop, Piccolo. Even the vendor came back on some garbage. He came back on some garbage. The vendor pulls out this weapon to retaliate on the twins, what happened earlier. And Muscle Mike pops up, gets the gun, pushes it down in a slick, cool way, slides it down the bar, and he bounces out the back door. And now a relationship was formed that night. Last but not least, we have Darlene. Darlene is learning a lot with this particular John. He wants company, teaching her, you know, hey, read a book. Watch this love story. Learn something, girl. There's more to the world out there. Maybe this guy will actually be something good for her and she'll get out the game. She has Larry Brown, who is the biggest hater, controller, pimp. He wants her on the street. He doesn't want her behind a book. He doesn't want her talking to other people, having fun. You know, she's at the bar talking to the waitress, making jokes about the final scene of the book, and he's looking at her like, what in the world? He can't even politic, as they say. Politic with his player pimp friend, being too hateful towards her. And I feel like this guy's next episode at 4, he's gonna lay it the smacketh down on her. And he might stone cold stun the chick. It's crazy, but she's so faithful to this guy. She tells him the truth about everything. Anyway, this episode was pretty good, man. It was pretty good. Let me know what you guys think. I definitely feel there's gonna be a rift. There's gonna be some sort of beef between twins and Piccolo, that someone's gonna get crossed and they're not gonna like it. Larry and Darlene are going to get into it. CC and that girl, I told y'all that song, Thin Line Between Love and Hate, it is going to be the key to those two. Something's going to go down. Because she thinks she's smart, you know. I mean, she thinks she knows it all anyway because she was, you know, doing what she was doing and wherever she came from prior to CC. So, I don't know. And Candy, dang, man, I don't know. I don't know where her story's going to go. It's very interesting. They shoot it well. It's a nice, long episode. You guys drop those comments below and let me know what you think. Until the next time. Peace out.